to be had.
How many people in Twitch chat right now are big chillin' playing Pokemon Sword or Shield?
Press 7 in chat if you're waiting. If you're playing some Sword and Shield. 4 rules still apply. If you want Grayson, DFW's local Rob and local #1 to win this, still want you to press 4. If you want Awestin to win, DFW's local tourney locator sponsored Ness, press 5 in chat.
And if you want N to win this match somehow, please press 6.
Which would require a force of God.
I would like you to dial in now.
We'll be collecting your results on I Lied. We won't. But we will be collecting the results on this match for the sake of the tournament. Right now, we already see Grayson off to a hot start. Not quite going to be able to get that stock, but this should do it.
He's going out deep with that forward air. And
wow.
Oh my goodness, the perfect angle from Awestin to recover. And that recovery in and of itself is not easy to aim.
No.
But when you can't even see yourself doing it, oh my God!
Sour Spot, though, is going to let Grayson live.
That was a big attempted pickup from Awestin. And because of that, he's got a little bit of momentum even going onto the stage.
This is the most almost I've ever seen in one game, and we are on the first stock of game 1.
I've almost lost my mind.
Y'all, these two are about to make me lose my mind. Up in here, and that first stock takes Awestin up. Grayson gets that first stock. We'll see if he can continue to build some momentum now that he's got the lead.
Trying to catch that jump with the forward air pushes Grayson away from all the action.
Now we see both of these guys trying to make sure that they have control of center, and Grayson's doing such a good job of just boxing Awestin out, not giving him a chance.
Okay, drops that counter just, or the side magnet just in time to get hit by the laser. And Grayson is applying so much pressure.
That dash dance has got me scared.
He's a little bit of a boogie. Okay,
Ooh.
PK Thunder, getting close to the PK Thunder itself, just raw killing. He wanted the laser to happen, but instead we saw the gyro.
Not to matter though, Awestin did get above the gyro, was able to get in to close out the stock. But he's still down quite a bit, and he's got to find a way to make it back on stage. I think without his jump, certainly with not a snowball's chance in hell to make it back.
And Grayson up a clean stock and some extra percent now going into this end of this first game potentially.
Plenty of extra credit. He's got the gyro too, which means Z-drop nairs are in vogue.
Oh my goodness, trying to apply pressure on the platform with the fire. Chases the dash back, but he doesn't have the fire fast enough before the laser comes through. Grayson is chasing all of Austin's defense.
I would say Grayson is chasing right now. Not a single chance for Awestin to establish any sort of control, because the moment a hitbox comes out, Grayson's already got one thrown. And a downer, no, the timing mixed up on that recovery. Now we see Awestin, still trying to get these juggles set up against the big Rob, and does get a stock. Welcome to DFW.
Yep, Awestin finally going to be able to take that second stock, but this is potentially an up tilt up air, and that could be the first game for Grayson.
And quite, just really, I was dominating from him. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Awestin's known for the ability to set up just an insane amount of offensive pressure. But Grayson stuffed him out like every single time, it felt like, when Awestin was about to fade in with one of those insanely safe aerials.
Grayson was applying a lot of that forward air. It wasn't even so much that he was like air to airing Awestin to challenge Austin's forwarders. He was getting there first. He was coming there faster and applying pressure. So now we're going over to the Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, for game 2.
As a counter pick for Awestin.
Very much an Awestin counter pick. We haven't seen it as much from him lately, but up against a Rob, I imagine this is great for him, mostly just to mess up that projectile game. I mean, when it comes to the gyro, that's going to start bouncing at some weird angles, not to mention what's going to happen with the lasers.
Honestly, I feel like we don't see it as much as often against Awestin, because Awestin normally sees it banned. Other people don't let him go to this stage.
That's one of the reasons right there. Yeah, people don't want to see the effectiveness that Awestin can wreak havoc with that yo-yo for.
Right, that yo-yo drips off the ledge a little bit easier on these slants, and as a result is way easier to catch the opponent's recoveries.
Nice, using that gyro to set up the PK fire, but Grayson smartly using that get-up attack at the tail end to buy himself some stage control, and somehow, I didn't think that roll would work out for Awestin, but eventually he gets all the stage control he needs to get that first stock.
And honestly, the way he double jabbed that gyro before picking it up looked like he was trying to jab block the gyro.
Expect the baseball bat to come out afterwards.
Yeah. Ooh, gets
Big
a little
heal.
bit of that heal.
That's like 30%.
Did you see the perfect angle, too, to snap straight to the ledge? That's an up smash out of shield punish.
Up tilt up air, not quite going to do it because Awestin did get that heal with the laser earlier, but that arm rotor doesn't even matter with that PK fire, and Grayson just rolls right in to get that next stock.
Right, one of the best things about that arm rotor is not only is it a cool, aggressive option, but it also is a reflector, so it bounces that fire back up at Awestin.
Although that being said, that reflector hitbox is very finicky.
Yeah, it sure is. I believe it's only on startup.
Ooh, that's really good reaction right there from Awestin, where normally he likes to go jump out with a forward air after PK Thunder sets at that angle.
And one thing I've noticed a few times that Grayson is taking advantage of here is Awestin uses a lot of the side magnet for movement to try to mix up when he's landing with these aerials. But that little stall gives a lot of opportunity for Grayson to put the gyro, we just saw it there, put the gyro between Awestin and Grayson, and that's a terrifying thing to deal with against Rob. So he's looking for these moments where Awestin is normally one to side magnet, and he'll just drop the gyro in between them. Awestin, though, eventually does find that get-up option, catches the up air, and Awestin up a stock. He is lighting this robot on fire.
And even more, it smells like melted plastic in here, neighbor. 79% just off of that one opening. This counter pick is working out so well for him.
Okay, up tilt, up air, though, will not quite even it up, but it will put a lot of damage on Awestin.
The angle out that PK fire got set, that was pretty crazy, but it's not going to be enough to get Grayson this next stock, and he has got to find it quick. Otherwise, he's staring down the barrel of a 2-stock.
Ooh, that back
That'll
throw
do.
is absolutely it.
Yeah, edge of the stage.
On Yoshi's Island, because of the way that the architecture of the flat land is, that back throw kills even earlier.
Yeah, you can't DI it fully. So, man, yeah, counter pick war definitely in the favor of Awestin right there. That means we're going to a game 3, you know? I mean, Grayson was certainly in control, and he was mostly establishing, you know, that he had certain areas of the stage on PS2 that belonged to him because it was a bigger stage, and he was able to, you know, run over Awestin there. But in that case, he wasn't able to keep up with the close quarters match that Ness was able to play. And going into game 3 on Battlefield, also a very small stage when it comes to size, or at least it feels like it because of those platforms. We'll have to see how Grayson is going to manage to deal with a very similar game plan, I'd imagine, from Awestin.
Yeah, what's really interesting is you were talking about how he couldn't deal with the speed, and I really do agree, but in the first game, it looked like Grayson was the one who was not letting Awestin deal with the speed. He was going first in a lot of the situations. So we'll see if he can pick up the pace a little bit, or if they're going to shift into another gear, or if Awestin is going to just continue to control the pace of this set.
I think what's so big for Grayson is to build some confidence like that, make sure that he gets out to a lead at the start of a game, because from a mentality standpoint, it just seems that, especially at this tournament, anytime that he's gone down in a game, he starts to lose a little bit of control of his spacing, and that's going to be the antithesis of what he wants right now as Awestin gets another early stock.
Using that PK Thunder to knocking himself back into the opponent. Big damage, big knockback, but Grayson is not going to be letting that go unanswered. Oh my goodness, he falls under the armor. That was such a good catch, but the way that he tilt-a-whirls his way around on the way down doesn't lead to the consistency.
Oh, but speaking of consistent, up tilt to up air is going to be the bread and butter for Grayson, and he is right back in this one.
Right, the opposite of how you DI that up air, consistent. That move is an anomaly sometimes.
Speaking of anomalies, I don't know how Grayson has such fine control of this gyro, parrying that side magnet to get up close to Awestin.
And he fired back so quick after that stock, put Awestin at 95. Awestin's turn to play, though. He's got the Rob at the ledge. These platforms are giving him a little bit of alleviation from that pressure.
Oh, what a great reaction from Grayson right there, picking up on the defensive habit from Awestin to hold that shield longer than he can, and he's got himself a lead and a little bit of confidence back.
And this reminds me a little bit about the set that Grayson had against Zillion, where Zillion kind of took the first stock with a fire, and then Grayson took the next 2 quick ones.
Now he's making it very hard for Awestin to break any sort of zone setup, not to mention the damage output. The reactivity of Grayson right now is so hard to contest.
Awestin fading back here. He's got to deal. This Nair is a struggle for him to deal with.
PK Fire barely going to clip the base of Rob right there. It's going to buy Awestin the ability to stand firm on stage, but not enough to get a stock. He's still got to find it on a juggle, and the gyro interrupts.
Yeah, and it interrupts the ledge trap as well.
Oh!
Look, the fire being reflected by that little arm rotor means that Awestin can't really pressure Grayson. He was able to get to the other side for free.
Yeah,
Backer catches him, though, and is able to take that stock.
Now we're going to have to see if he can make it work at the end. Grayson, though, not looking like he's going to give him the chance. Max range up here, going to take it. And Grayson, in a close Game 3, had to run it back after that early stock with that PK Thunder 2 came out from Awestin. But it's the Rob that comes out on top to go into Losers Finals.
Going into Losers Finals to play up against Zillion. See if Zillion's maybe going to be able to move forward and get his rematch against Karna, or if Grayson is going to be able to give it a go. And Grayson, it wouldn't be a rematch from this event, but it would be a belated rematch from an event that they played at previously.
Did they not play this tournament?